Hi, everybody. So today we're going to talk about connection, and I have done this piece, connection, quite a few times in front of large crowds, and I think it's a winner. I think for a lot of people, connection can be a little bit scary, especially when they've got a product that they want to market, and in network marketing, it really, if you're not building a relationship with somebody and if you are not a good connector, then you're going to find this really, really hard. I think that's where I found it quite easy. I just seem to be able to connect with people quite easily. So if that's an area that you find really difficult, then that's definitely an area that you need to immerse yourself in. You need to learn how to be a master connector. So I'm just going to show you my presentation, and so I'll just share my screen now. Okay, it's not going to let me show you that full screen. So the art of connection, connecting and prospecting. So I'll just go into a little bit about my story. So before Isogenics, I had put on about 30 kilos in pregnancy. I was feeling pretty unhappy and pretty unhealthy. As you can see, I had put on a lot of weight and was, not looking myself. I still remember that day very clearly. It was a really, really hot day in summer, my best friend's wedding, and I was looking around for anything I could cool myself down with. Anything that I could turn into a fan, I did, and I managed to find an empty beer box and ripped it up and turned it into a fan. So I was fanning myself like crazy all day long, and I clung to that thing for dear life. And, I still remember exactly how I felt, just uncomfortable and just not like myself. So 12 months ago, on the 1st of April, I had seen a friend of mine post her results photos on Facebook. I was blown away. She had lost 10 kilos, and I had tried every program known to man to lose the weight that I needed to lose. And I just would lose weight, but then not be able to keep it off. And I couldn't maintain the results. So once I saw her photos, this is Emma Carrera, I decided that I would join her on this amazing Isogenics journey. Now, I did these products to try and get skinny. I didn't do them to try and get well or to get healthy. So when I found these products, after day 8, my body started to come to life. I was literally jumping out of my skin. I felt happy. I felt balanced. I felt like I could run through walls. And, it was such an amazing feeling. And that was something I wasn't expecting. When I spoke to my coach about it and I said, what the hell is in this stuff? And she said, that's the nutrients. And I just laughed. And I said, oh my God, tell me more. So, I learned a little bit more about the products, what I was putting in my body, why I was feeling so good. And my 30-day results were 6.6 kilos lost, which was amazing. And then 4.5 months later, I had lost 18.5 kilos. So it was amazing. That's me at 9 months on. So I still have maintained the weight after 12 months and still feeling just as I did on day 8, just loads of energy, happier and balanced every day. So it's been an amazing journey. And this is my business journey. So because I felt so good, I did start to share. And I told everybody. I just couldn't believe that this stuff had changed me so much, emotionally, physically, in all ways. I just felt like I was, just so shocked by the whole thing. So basically, I was always a big sharer. So I would share everything on Facebook that I thought would help people, even if it was just as simple as a Windex wipe that you didn't have to use a spray bottle for. So I was very, very excited about this, and I did start to share naturally with people. I was very against network marketing when I started. I was a beauty therapist, had my own beauty business from home. I was not interested in anything to do with network marketing, because to me that spelled out, Tupperware ladies that like to harass their friends to join and get discounts and all that sort of stuff. And I wasn't interested. But because I love the product so much, I did share, and I told people to go to my coach. I said, go and sign up with her. I don't want a bar of it. And it wasn't until Emma refused to take on those people and push them, I guess, you know, into my business center that I started to realize what this thing was about. It is so much about helping others. It's so much about changing other people's lives and making them feel the best they've ever felt. And you know what? The money is just the icing on the cake. I would have shared it anyway. And literally I did take this, you know, by the horns and run with it. And I ran really hard. I shared it with everybody. I worked hard to look after my people. And so this has got me to where I am today. So within 6 months on Isagenix, I ran to 6 figures, which was incredible. And now I am 4-star crystal executive. So and I also have an executive of my own in my business. I have changed over 1,400 lives in just 12 months. You know, it's just incredible. I can't believe what this has done. Isagenix has sent me to Cambodia with 5 other of my team members, which was the most incredible trip of a lifetime, and I felt so spoiled. There's been trophies on stage in front of thousands of people. There's been enormous amounts of gratitude from the people that I've helped, and I lead an incredible team that are affectionate, loving and caring humans that just care so much about other people, and I've just absolutely loved the journey so far. Just down the bottom here was when I first sort of started on my journey, and I remember when Paul and Suzanne hit millionaire status, and they were like celebrities to me. And when I went to head office one night, and Paul was standing there and he was checking out his little poster on the bulletin board, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm on there too." And so we both got a photo, and I felt like it was really, you know, I felt really awesome that my face was up there with his. And you know, it's such a great company. They really celebrate you for hitting all your milestones, and it's an absolute ball. I've just loved it. So these are just some of the photos from Isa Derby in Cambodia, and that was just the most amazing trip. And the people that came with me on that journey were also overweight, unhappy mums that just wanted a change in their life, and you know, and now they're helping so many other people to get that change too. So it was incredible. So that's just a bit about my story. And so what do you have to do in this business? What do you do? How do you run this amazing, amazing opportunity to wealth? What do you do? What is the main thing? What's the main component? Connection. We all have to connect. And I tell you what, since I always thought I was a good connector, but since doing this business, I've realized that, you know, connection is just such a beautiful, beautiful trait to have. If you can connect with people, you will light somebody's day up, regardless of whether you're talking to them about Isagenix or you're just, you know, chatting to them on the street. Connection is beautiful, and so many of us don't connect these days. We're not opening up enough. We're not caring about other people enough. And I feel like when you connect and you become a master connector, you know, that's where all the magic happens. That's where it just, you know, you walk through life with big smiles on your face, and people really appreciate you for connecting with them too. So to become a master connector, you need to be a magnetic personality. You need to surround yourself with positive people. You need to connect with everybody. You need to practice those connecting muscles every day. And you really do. It's like a stretching and growing you know, procedure. You have to constantly stretch and grow yourself out of your comfort zone. So if you're not comfortable talking with strangers, force yourself to go and say hi to somebody. Force yourself to take it a little bit further. It's really important to do that. It's always constantly stretching and growing. You have deliberate conversations with people. If you feel awkward about it, force yourself to do it. It's important. It's part of the practice that we just need to practice. You need to become a people person. It's so important to become a people person. You do. Like, if you're not a people person, you're never going to succeed, because not being a people person means you're just going to be closed and people won't be able to read you. So Also become a good listener. And, you know, all the top leaders in the company will tell you that you have to listen people into this business. You have to listen for their pain point. We have solutions for everybody: weight loss, energy and performance, healthy aging. If people need more money, we have a solution for everybody, and everybody will fit into one of those boxes. You can find a solution for everybody, but you have to listen. You have to have conversations with people to find out what makes them tick, where's their pain point, what do they need. So that's that one. We've got, you know, Isagenix have some great templates in the back office in isagenixbusiness.com. There are so many ways, so you can learn how to be a master connector. So the CAPI method is one of my favorites. Suzanne Sly is a complete inspiration to me and so many other people. So we're looking at C for find the common ground. Find your common. You're going to have common ground with anybody, with everybody. You just got to find it. And how are you going to find the common ground? You need to ask questions. You need to find out how that person is. How's their day been? What do you do? You know, have you got family? Have you got kids? What do you like to do for fun? What would you do if money and time were no object? Ask some questions that you know will get them opening up and answering you. If you're talking to them about their goals, you know, ask them. So, you know, gosh, if you had one goal for 2015, what would it be? You know, what would your body look like? What, you know, how would you feel? Like, ask them questions about themselves. Yeah, find the common ground. Affirmations, and this is my favorite one, and I just love being able to give affirmations to people. Make people feel awesome about themselves. Walk through your day and, you know, even if you make a goal to give like 3 affirmations out a day. So tell somebody they're good at something. Tell somebody that they look beautiful today. I love your dress, like whatever. Make people feel amazing about themselves. Don't make it up, mean it, you know, because you can make somebody's day by doing that. And you're also going to build a beautiful relationship. So permission. So never give out your opportunity or product or service without permission. This piques curiosity. So, you know, sometimes you need to say, wow, I just love you saying that. And it's made me want to share my story with you. Would you mind if I told you about my journey, you know, the last 12 months and, you know, how I might have a solution for you? Like, you could say something like that to them. That opens up the opportunity for you to tell your story. And after you've told your story, then they're going to, you know, they're going to want to hear more. It's about piquing curiosity. Information, so giving them information about what they've asked for. So if you can hear them talking about that they're so tired and everything like that, and, you know, you're not going to, you know, you're going to want to target that. So you're going to say, look, yeah, I hear you saying that you're so tired and that you know, that you just can't get through your days without having a sleep in the afternoon. What if I could, you know, offer you a solution for that? I actually recently found this nutritional cleansing program, and I've never felt more energy in my life. I feel amazing. Perhaps I could send you some details. So there's ways that you can, you know, get the information from them and then offer them the solution. So prospecting. You know, prospecting is just another word for connecting and offering your opportunity. So there are 5 to 7 touch points or connections before the sale is made. So during this time, you're building a relationship. I cannot stress how important it is to build relationships with people. This is a relationship business. You are going to want to build relationships with these people because you're going to be working with them. You're going to want them to achieve their goals. If you don't build a relationship with them, you're never going to know what makes them tick, and you're never going to be able to help them. Not only that, but these people are the people you're inviting into your business who will be building their business possibly. So you want people by your side, you know, that you're going to want to run with. So you're going to want to build a relationship with them on that level as well, so that you can know if you want to work with that person. So you need to be consistent and persistent. So you're going to connect with that person and you're going to tell them about your opportunity, but you're also going to want to follow that person up. So just like it says above, 5 to 7 touch points. it takes. So if you're going to have that first touch point and then you leave that person alone, then, you know, they are going to forget about it. They're not going to be as excited about it anymore after 24 to 48 hours. The follow-up is really, really important. It is very, very important. You need to follow those people up, and getting them on the phone is so the pinnacle. So, you know, sending them constant emails will just make them not respond to you. But if you are, you know, if you manage to get them on the phone, then you can build the relationship further, and they can hear your voice, so they can understand that you're a genuine person, you want the best for them, you have solutions for them. They might have objections, but if you don't get them on the phone, then you won't know what those objections are, and you won't be able to help them. 100% belief in the products, the company, the compensation plan, and network marketing as a profession. This is so important. You need to have the right posture, and for you to have the right posture and for you to be able to offer somebody this amazing opportunity, even if it's for them to just get amazing results on the program, you have to have 1,000,000% belief in the products, in the company, what the company's mission statement is, which is freeing people from physical and financial pain and creating the largest health and wellness company in the world. You need to be able to have the belief in that, stand behind that mission statement and believe in it, believe in your company. The compensation plan is second to none. They offer that many bonuses and, you know, incentives. It's not even funny. Like the trip to Cambodia. What other company is going to do that for you? It's just, you know, there's nothing like that out there. Network marketing is just a word of mouth business. It is an incredible opportunity to create enormous wealth for people. So why would you not have the right posture about that? It is an incredible opportunity. What other opportunity do you have out there? What other vehicle do you have to take you to this type of wealth, or to take your family to that type of wealth, or to take your friends to that type of wealth? There is no other vehicle. There isn't. So have posture in that. Know that. Be okay with the no. And I really like this one as well, because, you know, with this, you're going to get a lot of jilts. You're going to get a lot of people say no. You need to be okay with the no. But no doesn't always mean no. It can just mean not now. So perhaps it's not the right time for that person. Perhaps emotionally they haven't got their head wrapped around it yet. Perhaps they need the other touch points to actually take them over the line. The only locked in no you will ever get is from those that you never speak to. So you could line people up in a row and you can talk to this person, that person, this person, but if you skip the person in the middle, then they're an immediate no. Now, we know that we have solutions for everybody with this program. We do. So if you don't talk to everybody about it, then you're just skipping all the opportunities. Not only your opportunity, but their opportunity. So I feel the need to tell everybody about it, because I feel like I can help them with their health, but I can also help them with finding that vehicle if they want it. They'll always say no if they don't want the opportunity. They'll always say no if they don't want the program. But if you don't ask them, you'll never ever know. So there ain't nothing awesome that happens in the comfort zone. And I learned that from David Wood. He is the man that changed my life. I went along to one of his events last year, and I didn't even know who he was. And I sat in the room, and for 5 days I cried like a baby as he taught me all the areas where I'd held myself back my whole life. My whole life I told myself I couldn't. My whole life I told myself I was stupid. My whole life I told myself, you know, that I would never amount to anything, that I had to live small. It wasn't until he taught me about that bloody comfort zone, and how if you step outside of the comfort zone, that's where all the juice is. That's where all the awesomeness is in life, is outside of that comfort zone. Oh my God, I learned very, very quickly to step out of that comfort zone, and I do it every single day. And every single day I grow as a human. Every single day I feel better and stronger about myself, about my family, about my team, about everything in life. I think that once you find the comfort zone is not serving you and you get out of there, that's where all the magic happens. So get out of the comfort zone. Laws of attraction. So what drew you in? What was it that made you say yes to the program? Was it, a photo like I saw on Facebook? Was it a personal message that maybe somebody that cared about you sent to you? Was it a video that you saw that really resonated with you? Was it a podcast that maybe somebody sent you? Was it that you had heard somebody on the bus talking about it? You know, was it going to an information night? What drew you in? What made you say yes? Use that, because obviously it worked for you, so it'll work for other people, and use different ways as well. So what was it that made your sponsor more attractive? Was it the way that they smiled at you? Was it the fact that they had trust in their eyes? What made them more attractive to you? Was it their energy? Was it the fact that they were really friggin' excited for you? They were excited to get you started on the program. They were fist pumping you all the way. What was it that made them more attractive to you? Maybe they were really supportive. My coach was such an amazing support to me. She tagged me in the files, you know, she sent me the emails, she made sure I was on all the right groups. She really looked after me, and she celebrated me whenever I'd lost weight and I said, oh my God, I've lost blah, blah. She would post it on the groups and celebrate me. That is what makes people attractive, when they're celebrated. Social media, was it social media that drew you in? Was it maybe that you saw it on a random page? Maybe it was a hashtag that you looked up. Was it that? Exude what you want to attract. I love this one because it's true. You will attract people into your business that are like you. So if you want to attract energy, then you need to put a lot of energy out there. If you want to attract, you know, affectionate, loving, beautiful humans, then you need to exude that out of you too. If you want to attract people that are driven, focused, organized, you know, inspirational, then you need to be that too. So you need to get out there and give people what you want to attract. If you exude awesomeness, you will attract awesomeness. So you need to be, well, or just like we need to be a product of the product, you know, you need to eat these products. You need to feel amazing. Otherwise, you can't talk about them and you can't promote them to anybody. Be positive always and you will attract the same. And it's so true. Nobody wants to see a complainer. Nobody wants to see negative, horrible posts on Facebook, just like none of us like watching the news. Nobody wants to see anything negative. So if you be positive and exude that positiveness, you will get the same in return. Use social media. I think using social media is awesome. And, you know, I've built my entire business on Facebook. I have not got one lead from Instagram. As much as I love Instagram and I hashtag the bejesus out of all of my posts, I've not had one lead from there, nor Pinterest, but a lot of people have success. So you can experiment with social media. My leads have all come from Facebook. They've all been friends. They've all been friends who then shared. So, and it's not who you know, it's who they might know. So don't ever say, oh, but I don't have many friends, or I don't have friends who would want this. We have solutions for everybody, and everybody has a couple of friends. But if you don't talk to them about it, then you will never know. So use social media. Just here, I like to show sort of examples of what I like to post. So I like to post products of me with the products. People don't want to see an Ionics bottle just sitting there. They need to see how we're using it. They need to see how it's fitting into your life. They need to have an emotional connection to it. I'm driving down the country, pull up, hop out the top of my sunroof with a load of energy and shot an e-shot. Like, people want to see that you're enjoying those products, that those products are impacting your life. Showing the events, showing people that, you know, that we're having an awesome time. We're part of a like-minded community. These people are awesome people impacting other people's lives. It's all about contribution. It's about, you know, wealth, impact. It's about inspiration. You want to show people that. You want to show people that we actually eat real food. People get really freaked out about the program because they think that it's a shake diet and they think that we don't eat. But the truth is, we eat so much food. We just eat clean, alkaline food. So I like to show sometimes just food posts, just so that people know that we're actually eating a lot. We can still have a great body. We can still eat. We don't just eat liquid food. If you've got kids, you know, kids are great at attracting people, because, you know, families need to know that our kids eat this stuff as well. Families need to know that our kids love this stuff enough to have a tantrum over it. You know, I think puppies are great, but any kind of interesting post, you know, that might attract people or they might think is cute, it's going to attract the eye. People love that stuff. Results. And if anybody is thinking about posting or not posting their results, don't even think about it. Rip off that Band-Aid and post your before and after photo. It is gold. When I posted mine up, I had, I think, about 26 messages via PM about the program. So it really, really does pay to, like I said, get out of your comfort zone and post your before and after picture. People need to see the rawness in you. They need to see the nakedness of you. They need to believe that this is, you know, truthfully has changed your life. And impacting people, you can impact more people by posting a photo of your before and after rather than actually just posting your results on Facebook and saying, yep, I feel amazing, blah, 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 and just writing text. Adding photos to everything is really important. Showing recipes, showing how this can fit into your life, showing how, you know, the kids are getting loads of nutrients, things like that. Having conversations. So this is really important. And again, it's just part of building the relationship. Nobody wants to hear your story. They only want to hear how your story can impact them. So no verbal diarrhea. It's really important not to blah, 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 isogenic science, isogenics, what's in the shakes, la, 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 la. If you verbal diarrhea all over people, they will stop listening to you. They won't be interested. What they want to hear is your 30-second story. They want to hear how it's impacted you. And you can word it so that it can impact them. If you're talking to somebody who you know needs to lose weight, then you can talk about your story and how you've lost weight. But you'll also talk about the energy that you've gained, the better sleep, how this is a health program, and how you can't believe how many people's lives you've changed because you've introduced them to it. 30-second story is so simple. So keep it really short and keep it really simple. The 30-second story template can be found on isogenicsbusiness.com along with other templates that you might use to set appointments and to, you know, to build your business. I also put this up here for people that just don't know how to write to people. So if you want to write to somebody and somebody says, so what's the program about? Well, then you can say, you know, I represent an amazing wellness company which enables thousands of people worldwide to obtain better health. The 4 key areas these products can help what people are: weight loss, energy and performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation. It is a science-backed full body cleanse and replenishment system and isn't a diet but a healthy lifestyle designed to transform lives. Our food just isn't up to scratch anymore nutritionally, and this is why I love this nutritional cleansing program. I have a passion for helping people reach their goals, and residual income really excites me. You're sort of hitting all the nails on the head when you're using this. The only thing with this is that I would say keep it really simple. Usually people only want to hear your story. So sometimes use this, sometimes use your story, and sometimes just send them a video. It's as simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it and don't send them too much stuff. You'll confuse them and it just ends up being too much. I also love to mention the 30-day money-back guarantee. So you'll get this when you're having conversations, you'll come up against objections. And this is, you know, a lot of the time I just say to people, look, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Put these products in your body. If you don't feel the changes and if you're not getting the results, then I will force you to send that box back. But most people like me, you know, get to the 2nd and 3rd week and whatever, and they can't believe that their bodies are just doing backflips. So, you know, that's how I usually mention that. I also say that, you know, not only do you buy the most amazing health system, but you are supported by a coach and a team of happy cleansers. So you get this amazing Facebook groups which support you, they stimulate you, they show you recipes, they show you files so you can learn more about the program, they coach you through, they celebrate you when you hit milestones. And you know, you're really inspired on there. So I tell them that it's about support too. And I say, you know, you couldn't go to Coles and buy something like this off the shelf and get what we get. We get so much support. It's just fantastic, and you're part of a like-minded community. Also, when I'm get that final sort of closure to the conversation, I just say, look, it's amazing. Perhaps you'd like me to send you some information. And, you know, I think Facebook is a great way to send information because you can send videos via there. They can watch you on Facebook as well. Also say, I just need to get your name, email, and phone number. And the reason why we get their phone number is because after you have connected with them and had the conversation and you've mentioned your story and you've maybe sent them a tool, so you might have sent them a video, then we need to the next day within 24 to 48 hours, because that's our follow-up time, then you're going to want to get those people on the phone. You're not going to want to email them because they will ignore your emails. If you want to get them on the phone, you're going to have much more success. They're going to hear your voice. They're going to build more of a relationship with you. You're going to hear some of their questions and objections and you'll be able to answer them. Whereas if you email them, you're probably not going to get as good a connection. So why build a relationship? Building relationships are the pinnacle of this business. You must build relationships for your business to succeed. If I didn't build friendships and relationships in my business would just, you know, it would fall in a heap. It's so much about helping other people. It's about building relationships. It is like a big family, this business, and you need to be able to help those people. So you need to build a relationship. People won't trust in you unless they know that you have their best interests at heart. And I truly believe this. If you make it about them, then they will always fly. They'll always do well. And, you know, so you really do have to care about other people and you have to build their trust. Network marketing is building relationships and finding out how many ways that we can help that person. We have the solutions. We have to dig and ask questions to find out those solutions. So building a relationship with that person is going to help you to find those solutions. It's very much about caring about those people rather than about getting them. I know that there's a lot of people that are doing this for money. And I think that's where people go wrong. You have to do it because you love it. You have to do it because you want to help people. If it's about getting them and it's about money, your business will be slower. You won't have retention. People will feel it. They'll know. You have to make it about them. You're not just building a business. You're building a team, a family, and a group of awesome, like-minded people who you surround yourself by. And it's so true. The people that I know that I've brought into this business, we build a beautiful relationship. We have great friendships. And, you know, I think that's the best part. Key tips. So can I connect well with this person? Are they kind of awesome? If they're not, and if you can't connect with them, or if they're closed-minded, maybe negative, skeptical people, you don't want them in your business. You don't. You want people that are open-minded, happy go-getters. You want the happy people that are going to be out there, you know, sharing the program and enjoying the program and not being negative and not complaining. You want awesome people in your business. So think about that when you approach people. If you don't get a good feeling off someone, don't bother with them. It's a waste of your time. Go looking for the awesome people. And no intention conversations. So we're going to intentively have conversations with people. We do want to have combos, but we don't want to have a conversation, you know, in order to get them into your business. It's not about that. You need to build the relationship and build the conversations, build the trust, and, you know, it will lead to where you want it to lead to, but you cannot have intention of enrolling them on the spot. You have to, it is a process. It's, you know, it's building the relationship first, and you have to touch on those different points to get them over the line. You've got to ask relevant questions. So you need to use the CAPI method to, you know, the CAPI template to actually ask these questions. So we need to ask a lot of questions to build a relationship. How can I help them? What can my amazing products or business offer them? So quite often I'll start to talk to somebody about the products, and then I'll start to hear a pain point about money. And so I'll start to tell my story about my income. And that's where people say, oh my God, you're kidding. And I'm like, no, I'm not kidding. And then, you know, I say, look, perhaps I could send you a video and then you could see, you know, what some of the other people in this company are doing. And, you know, basically what it's all about is just helping other people to feel the best they've ever had. So it's, you know, it's really easy. No fear. It's just having friends. Don't overcomplicate the connection phase. It's so important and it can be fun. Make it fun. Don't be scared of it. It's just making friends. So, you know, this is important too, because I know a lot of people make it complicated and they're trying to structure it out, and they're just let it flow. Don't be weird. Don't be weird about it. Just let it flow and be relaxed and just get to know that person. It's just making friends. Remember, we have 4 synergies. Our product usually appeals to everybody in some way, shape, or form. So ask the questions, look for the solution for them, and offer it to them. Be authentic and be your awesome you. So don't try to be somebody else. And if you have somebody else in your upline that, you know, is leading you, you don't have to be like them. You need to use your own personality. You need to use your own awesome you to actually build your business, because you will have traits that that other person doesn't have, and vice versa. You need to use your own strengths. Don't compare yourself to other people, and run from the heart always. If you don't, they won't hear you. And it's true. You know, if you're not leading from the heart, and they won't hear you. They will only hear you when they feel the trust, and when they feel that you're passionate, and when they feel that it's coming from your heart. You know, so always lead from the heart. So this is just a challenge that we did at a Super Saturday just recently. And, you know, it was great. I loved this challenge because, you know, I guess I did this a while ago and I bought it in, and I just did it for my own fun and enjoyment, just because I love to connect with people. But when I introduced it to other people who actually did struggle with connection, and who found it really hard to talk to people, and they didn't want to talk to strangers and everything. I can talk to the bus driver and the person walking down the street and the granny at the, you know, at the supermarket. I can talk to anybody about this, but some people find that really difficult. So I think this challenge is really good, just to teach you how to talk to strangers. So are we up for a connection challenge? Can I get a hell yeah? And this is the connections challenge. So this is what I put out, and it was a 30-day challenge. And I did it myself first, and then a lot of people from Super Saturday took it on as well and went out there, and it helped people to grow. I actually got quite a lot of thank yous on Facebook saying, wow, I love the challenge. It was so cool. And I really managed to talk to heaps of new people because of you. And it was really good. So if you want to try and get out of your comfort zone, you should definitely try it. So the concept is, and it's called Selfies with Strangers 30-Day Challenge. So I went out, and every single day for 30 days, I connected with strangers and I got a selfie with them, which sounds really weird and awkward and a bit daggy. But you know what? Like, it makes people smile. You'll be surprised that when you connect with people and you start to chat with them and you build that relationship and you ask all those Cappy method questions, you'll actually find that the universe put that person in front of you for a reason. You were meant to meet them. So I absolutely love this challenge because I met so many incredible people, and I heard so many stories about them. This is Ewan here. I met him in the food court at Hornsby, and, we got chatting, and he was telling me all about his life, told me about his family, told me where he grew up. And, when I said to him, do you mind if I get a selfie? I'm doing this 30-day challenge. He accepted with the cutest little grin on his face. I just totally fell in love with him. I wanted to squish his face off. He's beautiful. I met Julie Goodwin at a restaurant, which was awesome, and she was so happy to partake in the challenge. This was a guy here that I met at the checkout at Coles, and I thought this was hilarious because I took a photo of him, and he was so sweet and awkward, and he was such a sweetheart. But then I got home and I put it up on my Awesomeness Life Facebook page, and I hashtagged Selfies with Strangers 30-Day Challenge, and then somebody wrote on the feed, oh my God, that's my dad. And I cracked up, and then I found out that he was actually a friend of mine from high school, this guy friend that I had in high school. It was actually his dad, and I had no idea. So, and he got chuffed with it because all the messages got passed back to him that I'd uploaded him onto my page. And so it was just a good story, a bit of good conversation. Here we have me in Brisbane for ISA Uni in Brisbane last year, and I was driving around Brisbane in my hire car, my little, Hyundai Getz or whatever it was, and I was driving around, and there was some road work on the side of the road, and there was about 20 cars banked up, and you know, instead of getting the poos, I just sat in the car and went, oh, he looks pretty interesting. I got out of the car and I ran over to this guy about 6 cars down. And I said, how you going? And he goes, oh, good. And I said, oh, that's good. And, you know, what's your name? And, oh, yeah, do you love this job? And what else do you do? And everything. We got chatting. And he said, oh, yeah, you know, we had the most brilliant conversation. And then I said, I'm doing this challenge. I know this is awkward, but do you mind if I just get a selfie with you? And he was like, no, mate, that's awesome. So he stood there with his lollipop sign and we got a selfie together. That was a crack up. It's just really fun. This guy's name was Cookie. He was from Melbourne, and he drove me around Melbourne in his taxi. Yeah, there's beautiful Jim Coover. I got a selfie with him over in San Diego. This guy was a random guy that I met in a bar in Chatswood after David Wood. And, you know, like you just meet people like that all the time. He's also still in my pipeline. He's somebody that I connect with sometimes and say, you know, come on, are you ready to do the cleanse yet and everything? And he's not quite ready yet, but he's still somebody that I connect with. So connection is so easy. And, you know, I love the fact that we can all connect, we can all enjoy this, and you know, it's fun. It's fun. You should all just connect. So anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed that connection presentation. I really enjoy presenting that at Super Saturdays because I just feel like so many people miss that component. They're so hell-bent on actually trying to enroll people that they miss the most important part. And it's about making friends. It's about finding people that you want to run with. It's about sharing this amazing gift. It's not about enrollments and it's not about money. So when you make it about connection, then you'll do amazing things with this business. So anyway, that's it for me today. It was a long one. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.